Hey guys, welcome to the first video for 2024 for me. It always has to be a palette because that's kind of my heart. I love eyeshadow palettes, especially indie eyeshadow palettes. And today we're going to talk about the new Nomad Cosmetics Stargazing in New Zealand palette. It's so pretty, you guys. Look at this. This will be just a very quick video showing you some swatches because I think they just swatched so beautifully when I did it for my TikTok. And I'm going to show you how to put together a look. I'll put more looks together on my Instagram and TikTok, so go follow me there. Everything's listed in the description box below. I also have a code with Nomad Cosmetics. Yadi 10 will save you 10%. And I'm going to talk about that because we're going to need it on this palette. Okay, so if you're new, welcome. My name is Yadi and I love makeup. I haven't really been around too much dealing with some medical stuff, busy year, but a lot of that's behind us now. It's still a very busy 2024 for us, but this is just my place of relaxing. So let's go ahead and do that as we talk about this palette. So here we have the new Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing Intense Color and Chrome palette. It's got 9 mattes and 6 shimmers, and oh my gosh, you guys, when you see me swatch these shimmers, you're gonna die. They are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. As is customary, we always get some sort of postcard or whatever. It's just so on theme for Nomad Cosmetics. This one's so pretty. Let me show you what it looks like. And it just says Southern Hemisphere, New Zealand. Really, really pretty. You always have a note from Felicia and Auntie in the back, and every single palette does share 5% of their sales to a cause. So the cause this time is to support the Dark Sky International that works to restore the nighttime environment and protect habitats from light pollution. So that's really nice. But it's going to have a lot of, as you see, you know, blue hues, purple hues, all of those things. But the shimmers, I feel, although the mattes are really beautiful, the shimmers are going to be the stars of the show. No pun intended. Now, you have to go follow them on Instagram. It's so cute. They always do giveaways and stuff when there's a new launch coming, and they'll give you like 1 to 5 clues for you to be able to kind of guess what location they're talking about next. This one I think only had 3 clues if I'm not mistaken, but then you win the palette for free. So go follow them on Instagram. Let me share some details on the launch. You're probably watching this video on Sunday the 14th. The palette's going to launch on Tuesday the 16th at like 12:01 a.m. Eastern time. That's usually the time that they launch all their palettes. And again, code YADI10 saves you 10%. This is the standard size for Nomad, you guys. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 15 shades. Like I said, 9 mattes and 6 shimmers. This is the standard size of the Nomad palettes that we see, but this one's retailing for $59. That's kind of spendy. I will tell you that the shimmers are really, really special. I don't know if she's switched up her labs or is working with better, higher grade ingredients, but normally we see a palette of this size of hers retail for like $48 to $52. So it's a lot higher than what I've seen her palettes go for. That being said, you guys, like, I'm sure you guys know this by now, everybody's doing that. So I don't know. It's a beautiful palette. Let's focus on the color story. Look at it, see the look that I'll put together today, and see if it's something that's worth it for you if you want to spend the money. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to hold it up close because these palettes always have like really pretty embossing. A lot of mine is gone because I already swatched it for my TikTok, like I said. But when I was swatching it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I wanted to swatch it live with you guys. So I'm going to start with the shimmers, and then I'll do the mattes like off camera because they're great, but they're just mattes, you know? So this one's Karina Nebula. Look at that. I mean, come on, you guys. And it's got like a little limey, like green shift, I think. But here, I'll just... It's like a really special shimmery formula. It feels very, very high end. And look, from right here, it looks like a chartreuse color. I don't know if you guys can see that shift too much. A little bit. The next one is Milky Way, which is like that purpley blue color that we saw. Super pretty. The next one is Jewel Box, a really beautiful like gold. This one is not as intense. Double dipping here, but also so gorgeous. Look at that. Like, if you're doing a neutral look or a chocolatey look, like, that'll be so pretty. I'll do a close-up when I'm done. The next one is so pretty. It's called Southern Cross. This one reminds me kind of like that iconic Pat McGrath shade, you know? But it has so much more. Like here, I'm seeing blue, green, yellow, like all kinds of stuff. And then I'm sure you see like the pink and the purple there. But this one's, yeah, you can kind of see the shift there. It's so nice. The thing I think is really interesting, because I was about to get up and go get my wipes, is that I wiped off the shimmers on just a dry napkin. And like most of the shimmers are gone from my fingers. So it's not glittery at all. And I really, really like that, because I hate, you guys, I hate when I have like a glittery mess everywhere, shimmers everywhere. It's just annoying. So this is a really nice formula. Next one is Aurora Australis. This is like one of those that look white, but they have all these other luminescent shades in there. Super pretty. This one's always a really nice shade to have. It's got a lime green shift too. Looks kind of lavender, but it does have a lime green shift. Do you see that there? And then the last one is Magellanic Clouds. Magellanic Clouds. It kind of is white too. I'll show you in the pan in just a second, but it has more of a limey shift. Do you see how pretty that is? You can almost not see it on my skin, but it's right there. And the last two that I swatched are like these right here. You see those? They kind of look like nothing in the pan, but then they show so beautifully. So those are the shimmers. Let me swatch the last one I just did on just the back of my hand. See if I can make it shift for you guys or make it more visible. Do you see that? I mean, that is really pretty. Now imagine that like out in the sunlight. That's gorgeous. So can we make it shift? It's really, really pretty. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is it is not limited edition, you guys. So don't run and get it if you're not able to right now. It's not going to go anywhere. In parentheses, she puts in her post at least for 12 months. So it gives you time to see, like, watch reviews, watch different skin tones and different creators, and see if you really like it or not. I'm kind of feeling like a little girly, maybe pinky look with a little deepening of purple. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Southern Lights, this one here. And it's actually a little more mauve-y than it looks. I turned down my lights a little bit to see if maybe we could get a better representation. There we go. So I'm going to go in with Southern Lights. That's a really pretty color. It's kind of soft. I like it. It's a good color to start with. Then I think I'm going to start deepening up with the gray one here, the Cosmos. And then I'll probably bring in Carter or the black shade. I didn't think I was going that way, but let's just try it. Let's see how dark this gray is. Because, you know, when you swatch it, sometimes you can't really tell. Okay. It's giving a little bit of a deepening effect, sure. Ooh, that looks pretty. You know, like, especially when the spring comes and you're starting to see those really beautiful hues in the sky, like, that's what this is giving me the vibes of, this gray with this pinky color. I wouldn't normally put them together, but that's really pretty. I like it. Okay, I'm not going to get any more color, but I'm just going to blow it out a little bit here. That's really gorgeous. I do think that I'm going to take that Carter Observatory, the dark purple one at the top, and I'm just going to go in. This is my Nikki LaRose N12, which, by the way, I do believe that this week these brushes are going up for sale individually. So I think I'm going to film a quick TikTok to just let people know which are my favorite. But in general, these brushes are so good. That's really pretty. I mean, lately I'm just into soft looks, you know, like I want to do really soft wearable looks. For the most part, I'm doing neutral looks, but sometimes I want a little color, but I still want to keep it really simple, which I think is so funny because if you've watched my channel for a while, I used to be into color. I did into color, but not brown or neutrals, you know, but lately that's just my jam. That is beautiful. And I am going to take the last one, the Magellanic Clouds shimmer, that one there. Again, it kind of looks like nothing, but once you swatch it, look at that. It's just really pretty. That's what it looks like there. Oh yeah, this was perfect. Wow. Can I see that? I feel like no matter what, it's not going to be able to capture everything, but it looks gorgeous, you guys. I'm going to try to take some video B-roll footage or pictures in a lighting that will show it better, but that is stunning. Look at how pretty the gradient and everything. Those mattes, they blend so seamlessly. I love this look so much and so simple. Like, that's kind of my thing, you know, like I'm not going to be the girl for artistic looks or anything like that. Like, I want simple, beautiful, wearable looks. That's kind of my thing lately. And that is stunning. Let me finish the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the final look. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love, love, love how soft and pretty with a little pop of color that this came out. I also really like how the complexion came out. I feel like I picked the perfect blush. I'll put all of the makeup details down below, but the complexion looks really good. So the blush that I used is these new viral e.l.f. blushes. This is in the shade Coral Crush, which I know is also very popular, but it's so pretty. But I've kind of perfected my routine for like a really cold winter. So I'll leave everything below. But what do you guys think of this final look? I'll be doing more looks on Instagram. I just wanted to get on here and share the product with you, see if it's something that you guys are interested in. I do think that part of the reason I wanted to film the video, as much as I love Nomad Cosmetics and makeup in general, is you guys, like, makeup is getting more expensive, inflation is out of control, and although this color story is beautiful, I mean, look at this look here. I'm trying to think back, like, I know I have other palettes that have these colors. None of these are like out of this world, like earth-shattering colors, but again, I think we buy palettes for the color story inspiration, but at $59, that's a lot of money. I wonder if that's kind of their new price point moving forward. And they're not the only brand that has done this. Everybody has done this. So again, if you're gonna buy it, if you love it, if you love the reviews that you've seen, please see many reviews out there. $59, code Yadi10 will save you 10%, but that's what we've got here today. So what did you think? I think it's funny, like when I think of New Zealand, I always think like of those little chunky, like furry cows. I don't know what they're called. They look like longhorns or cows. They're so cute. Actually, one of my favorite creators is in New Zealand. Her name's Maria, but yeah. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments down below. And yeah, just wishing you a really beautiful, happy, successful 2024. Bye!